Hey everyone, Fat Ken here, and today we're going to be doing a tier list for Mario Party 1. The minigames, I added some additions to make this more fair. We have the usual S, A, B, C, D, and F, but I also made it fairer. We have S, we have A minus, B minus, C minus, and D minus. I'm doing this to make the minigames a lot more fair. Before I do this, I want to say this though. For people wondering about the other videos, I will be trying to restream Mario Party 2 this weekend. I want to try to do it on a weekend or something, so then more people can come by and do it a little bit earlier. So I'm gonna try to do it on Saturday. Don't know the time, maybe like 5 o'clock or something. I'll think about it. And then for my Halloween reaction video, I'm gonna try to do one Sunday, and then I'm gonna do one the day before Halloween or during Halloween. Anyway, let's get on with this list. So, first minigame we got is what the hell happened to my minigames? There we go. Okay, we got Balloon Burst. This is a classic minigame. I love this one. I added way too much crap to this list. This game is real easy. I'm gonna bring the. It's gonna go up. Let me just move this. Balloon Burst is gonna go in A tier. I love this minigame. It's a really fun minigame. Now, you know what? Actually, let's get rid of A minus because I feel like this isn't necessary. There we go. Now it's easier. Next minigame we got is Bash Cat. That's an F tier. That's friggin' F tier. Have you seen the Luigi's Engine Room? Just click on the timestamp so my Mario Party Hates Me in both videos. You'll get the gist. Next game we got is Bobsled Run. This is my favorite team minigame, Mario Party 1. There's only 5 2 vs 2s, but this could scroll up more. Bobsled Run is one of my favorites, so this is gonna go in S tier. You know, let me actually check how much crap is in my list to see if I even need to put it on there. Give me a second, I'm checking something. Because I have too much of something, I'm gonna switch it. Okay, the next minigame we have is Bombs Away. This is another classic. I'm only gonna put this in B tier though. The main reason it's only going in B tier is this is a good minigame, don't get me wrong. I'm only putting it in B tier because there's no variety a little bit. I love the one Mario Party 2. This is a good survival game, but it's I guess a little too easy. Next game we got is Bombsketball. This is another fun minigame. Another good team game. This is gonna go in B as well. This minigame, this is a good game. It's way too short. It's first to we even recording? Hold on. Yes, we are. Okay. It's first to 1 point. The offensive team will usually have the advantage, and the game only lasts 5 seconds, which kind of sucks. They did try to do a 2 vs 2 basketball game Mario Party 6 called Dunk Bros. I think that minigame sucks though, because if you have a computer on your team, yeah, you win. Because you can't make a shot on the air, but always make a shot. Next minigame, guys, Box Mountain Mayhem. Pretty boring minigame. You punch boxes, copy of coins. This is going in D tier. Okay, now we have bumper balls. And the question is, where do we put it? Here's the thing about bumper balls, though. I love the game. I love the idea of it. I just don't like that it ends in a draw all the time. So, this is gonna go. This would go in A minus, but since I got rid of it, this is gonna go in the low A tier. This is a fun minigame. I just don't think. If I were making a top 10 list, this would probably be like number 10 or something, maybe 11. I just don't feel like it deserves. I think it's way too overrated, in my opinion. Next, we got Buried Treasure. First, now we get to get into the minus stuff. So, Buried Treasure, this is a B minus minigame. Main reason this is a B minus minigame or mid B minus is it's a cool concept. You're digging for the dirt, trying to get a chest, and there's arrows and stuff. The problem is most of the time they'll place the chest like 2 feet in front of someone, a random player, and then the game feels like luck. There's like no skill, no matter how fast you mash. The next minigame we got is Coin Block Blitz. Pretty simple. Just hit the bricks, get coins. I'm playing this in C tier. I know this might be higher than you would think it'd be. It's mainly in C tier because it's boring, but it's not the worst coin minigame. It's actually a pretty okay one. Next guy is Coin Shower Flower. This game is unbalanced as frick. Because if you're the one player, you just get a ton of coins. This is going in the very low C minus tier. Sorry, I keep checking the time. But next we have Crazy Cutter. Our classic. This is gonna go A tier. This is gonna go between. I can fit it there. Bumper Balls and Balloon Burst. I was originally gonna put this in S tier, but the thing is, it's kind of easy. You just need to get 80 points. It's still a good game though. Next we have Deep Sea Divers. This is gonna go in the C tier. It's a decent coin mini game, but the thing is, I feel like when you're playing computers or something, they'll almost always get the big chest. Next game we got is Desert Dash. In my opinion, probably the worst 2 versus 2 minigame. It's way too boring. You're an AI, you can easily win. This is going in C minus tier. Next, Facelift, of course. The best one. I'm gonna just put that there for now. We're gonna put it in the frickin' S tier. I like Bobsled Run more, but it deserves to be an S tier. This is like one of the most memorable minigames for people. Next thing we got is Grab Bag. I'm gonna put this in F tier. I hate this minigame. I hate how you can literally just steal money from people. Mario Party 1 has a huge problem. I know it's the first one in the series, but with losing money in minigames, it is freaking garbage. And I am so glad they never brought that thing back. Even though I didn't play, Mario Party 1 was not like the first one I played, but still. Next thing we got is Ground Pound. You ground pound the wooden stakes, the 9-pointed ones. This is C minus. Way too easy. I feel like if you ground pound the wrong one, you should just lose. This minigame also sucks. It's too freaking easy, and if you're watching the computer players, they're gonna screw up eventually. They screw up every other freaking time, and it sucks. Okay, next minigame we have is Hammer Drop. This is a D minus, and I'm gonna explain why. If you're playing with human players, this minigame isn't bad. If you're playing with AI, you're kind of screwed because the Hammer Bro will literally just throw coins directly to the AI. You'll play this, you'll get like 1 coin, they'll get like freaking 20, and you're wonder how does that happen? How the heck did that happen? Because they'll throw coins directly in the computers. If like in order for this game to be fun, 2 players have to like fall off. Because I remember one of my recordings, I got like 27 coins, and that was only because every single person fell off. Next we have Hop a Bomb. Some people are going to disagree with this. I'm going to put this C minus in between Desert Dash and Ground Pound. I think this minigame, once again, is way too freaking short. Like, you throw the bomb, someone's going to explode, they lose coins, like, that's it. It should be elimination style, like it was in Mario Party 2. Which, the one in Mario Party 2, that's like an S or A tier. Next minigame we have is Keep Away. Once again, too freaking easy. So that deserves, where did I put it on my list? Did I even rank? Oh, this is very low C tier. This game, it's considered a teamwork minigame. It's one of the two, like running the bulb. Running the bulb works a lot better because all 4 players can actually work together. This one, pretty much one player can do it by themselves. Next game, guys, Bandstand. I'm gonna put this as a C tier. It's kind of too easy. It's just a rhythm game. If you're conductor, you're kind of screwed, I guess. The main reason this is C tier is all 4 players can do well, but one player can end up not getting coins, despite the fact they did it perfect, just because the game doesn't like them. Next we have Memory Match. This is gonna go in the B tier. It's a simple minigame, but unlike Ground Pound, there is actually a little bit of skill because you have to memorize stuff, and you can get unlucky with the Bowser. Next we have Bowl Over. This is in D tier. This is one of the 2 mini games. The other one we'll get to in like a second, where either the 1 player benefits and the 3 players lose coins, or the 1 player screws up and nothing happens. The 3 players can't benefit at all. Next we have Castaways. People are going to disagree with this, but I'm putting this in F tier. Not because it's a control stick spinning minigame. I hate this minigame because the control is so freaking bad. And like Whack-A-Plant, which is going to be the last one we're going to cover. This is one of those minigames where it's like you get a ton of money. You're pretty much just guaranteed the minigame star off one minigame, which is stupid. Next we have Point Blank Bash. It's gonna seem dumb. I'm gonna put this in the B minus tier because this is actually the only good 1 versus 3 minigame, in my opinion. Even though the 1 player has a hammer, everyone has a chance of getting coins. And you can steal the hammer from the other players. Because I feel like everyone has a fair chance. Buried Treasure, the reason why it's above that is Buried Treasure, 1 player is automatically going to have an advantage. Next we got Crane Game. This is also going with Bowl Over because you can either steal a third of one of the 3 players' coins or go for the chest. Most of the time, go for the chest because you probably won't be able to get anyone. Another minigame where like 1 player gains something or if they screw up, nothing happens. Next we got Ghost Guess. I put this on my worst list originally when I made my top 10. I'm gonna put this actually. I'm gonna give this game a little bit more credit. I'm gonna put this game in probably a little overrated. I'm gonna put this in the B minus because there is actually some skill involved in this minigame. You gotta pay attention to which one moves first. This is a decent one. This is a decent one-player game. This and Memory Match are like two good ones. The next one we have is Hacker Havoc. Really fun team game. I'm gonna put this between between Balloon Burst and Crazy Cutter. This is a good team game, especially if you're good at button mashing. If you're playing this for the first time, people expect to like die because they're not gonna know what they're doing. But after you memorize the chorus, it's really fun. Next we have Hot Rope Jump. I'm gonna have to wrap this up real quick. Oh my god, we have a ton of games left. So Hot Rope Jump, this is going in B tier is B minus because this is a good mini game. However, it's pretty much almost every single time everyone will win because if you finish 20 jumps, if everyone completes 20 jumps, everyone gets coins. But if one player messes up, they lose 15. Most of the time when you're playing with computer players, they will never mess up. So most of the time, as long as you're good at the minigame, it's just free 10 coins for everyone. Next, we got Knock Block Tower. This minigame is in the C minus tier. I suck at this minigame. That's maybe why. The other thing is, it's too simple, I guess, or too difficult, whatever the heck you want to say. Next, we got Limbo Dance. This is another F tier minigame because I play as Yoshi a lot whenever I play this game. The main problem with this minigame is the hitbox. If you're playing with Yoshi, his nose has a bigger hitbox than any other character. So the game will perfectly just pick this, and I can't win. Next game we got is Pedal Power, a stick minigame. I actually don't mind this minigame as much because I hate to say it sounds kind of sadistic, but I actually like this minigame. We're gonna put it in between Coin Block Blitz and Keep Away. This is a good minigame though. It's not a great minigame, but I do think it's okay, and it's not too bad, and you could get a free 10 coins on this, as long as you're good. Next we got Running of the Bulb. This is how you make a 4-player minigame work. I'm going to put this between Hacker Havoc and Bumper Balls. The reason why it's not higher is because if you're teamed up with idiots, then you're kind of screwed. Next minigame we got Slot Car Derby. I put this in my bottom 10. I don't hate it, I just don't think it's that good of a minigame. I'm going to put this in C- between Desert Dash and Knockback Tower. Okay, we got a few minigames left. Slot Machine. This is going in D tier. The minigame is okay, but there are two reasons I'm putting this game in D tier. Number one, you do have to time it, which a lot of people say this game's luck based. It's not. You can time it. The main problem I have is, unlike the other one-player games, you're not guaranteed 10 coins if you win this. There are, I think, 7 different icons or 6. Let me see. The coin is 1. The shell is 3. The bag is 5. The mushroom 6. The flower is 8. The chest is 10. The Mario hat is 20. So there's 7 different icons that you can land on. The main problem is only 2 of them are actually going to give you your net worth, give you the value of what you'll get in a normal minigame. Like, even though Limbo Dance sucks, like, you can get 10 coins from this if you win. Slot machine, most of the time, you might as well just play freaking, like, slot machine or ground pound, because at least you'll get 10 coins. Next, we got Tier and Towers. This is a cool idea for a minigame. B minus. I like this game because you can get coins along the way. So you can get more than 10 coins, possibly up to 17. As long as you get this game might not seem good at first, but once you get the timing down, you can win almost every time. Next, we got the controversial one, Tug of War. I'm gonna put this in C tier. Although it's a stick minigame, I don't hate it because although you're rotating the control stick with your palm, this game doesn't. It says 30 seconds. Like, the game doesn't last as long as another frickin' stick game. This frickin' one. And I feel like the game is a little bit balanced, but the problem is, one, you can start out near the plant, which is kind of garbage. And we have the king of minigames, Mushroom Mix-Up, the best survival minigame. This is going in frickin' S tier as number 1. This is my favorite minigame, Mario Party 1. To raise the flag, you gotta get to that colored mushroom. This goes in the category of minigames that I like, which are the endless survival games. So unlike bumper balls, there's no time limit. It goes on until either one player is left surviving or it ends in a tie. So this, Shy Guy Says, Book Squirm, Glacial Meltdown from Mario Party 8, Control Stick from Mario Party 6. There's probably a few other games I can't think of. I do love these endless survival games that don't have a time limit. Because most of the time, whenever you do a survival game with a time limit, it's always one of 2 ways. If you're trying to kill other players, and there's more than one player left surviving, it's a draw. If it's like bombs away, ice rink risk, stuff like that, where there's more than one player surviving at the end of it, but you're just trying to avoid stuff, then the players left surviving win. Next, we got Musical Mushroom. This minigame sucks. This is in the friggin' D tier. Because this minigame is way too freaking short. No, put that right there. Like, the game takes longer to start than it does to finish. Like, you can play this game, it takes like 5 seconds max. The minigame also kind of sucked because I hate minigames, like Box Mountain Mayhem and stuff, where if a minigame lasts like 5 seconds, then why even bother playing it? It's a minigame, not a micro game. Okay, Paddle Battle. This is freaking D tier, or F tier, because let me explain. This goes between these two. The reason I hate Paddle Battle is, one, you're rotating the stick for like 30 seconds, which is gonna grind a hole in your, which is gonna freaking drill a hole in your hand. The other problem is, this kind of sucks if you're the free players because literally, like, you won't really get anything off it. Like, the one player where, so if the one player gets hit, they lose 3 coins, but each of the free players will get a coin. If it's the opposite, the one player will get 3 coins, the free players will lose 1 coin each. most of the time when you're playing this, if you're lucky, I guess, as the free, you'll probably get like 5 coins max, which you can easily get from Tug of War, and you're not rotating as long. Or most of the time, you can just play this and rotate for like 30 seconds to get like nothing worthwhile, maybe like 2 coins. Okay, next we have the dumbest minigame ever, which is Pipe Maze. Pick a pipe. One player picks a pipe, 3 players do nothing. That's fun. Next we got Prize Pursuit. This is in D- because, as I mentioned before in my other videos, this minigame is completely one-sided towards the one player. Because the one player can screw up a few times, well, unless they're a computer, and they can still easily just skate away from the piranha plant, because I messed up twice before and I still won. Half the time it's actually lucky when the one player actually messes up. Oh my god! Okay, sorry about that. So, as I was trying to say, Prize Pursuit, you're kind of lucky. It's kind of rare, but if the one player actually does mess up, if it's an AI, then you get the coins, which weird is when I did this in my recordings or something, I've actually seen the one player mess up a lot. Next we got Platform Peril. I'm gonna put this in B tier because this is a good minigame. Let's go. This goes bombs away between these two. It's the player who lands on the platform first wins, not across the finish line. This is a good minigame, but you can get screwed by the boxes depending on where you're standing. Next we got Shell Game. This game is gonna go in the B-. Another memory game. Just memorize which Koopa has the chest. I like Ghost Guess a little bit more because I'm better at that. Next got Shy Guy Says. Another classic survival game. This is gonna go in S tier as well. So my S tier is now complete. My S tier is now complete. I love this minigame. They're a good survival minigame. Me and my brother would always love playing this game. Except half the time we can never see who wins because the game will always screw us over. Like we'll press the button but it won't give it to us. Next got Skateboard Scamper. This is a controversial pick. I'm gonna put it in a low A tier. I do like this game because it's button mashing. I know a lot of people don't like this game because they're like, oh, it's random luck at the end. I don't think so. I think it's actually whoever crosses first or whoever mashes the fastest, but there is actually a limit on how fast you can mash, like Advantage Shift in Mario Party 2. You know, might as well just finish the list in order. Next we got Tipsy Tourney, another classic minigame. This is gonna go in A tier as well. I need to figure out where the hell I put it though. This is gonna go right here. Another simple game, but I do love playing it. Got 3 games left. We got Treasure Divers. I'm just doing that to make it easier. This is gonna go in B tier. It's a coin minigame, but it is probably the most fair coin minigame. I know I said about this, but simple controls, mash to dive, right up to the top. Probably the best coin minigame in this. We got 2 left. Okay, Whack-A-Plant. I'm gonna put this in frickin' C tier. I know I used to like this minigame, but the problem with this minigame is the good thing is you can get a lot of coins from this minigame up to 36. The bad news is you can get up to 36 coins from this, giving you the minigame star. Most of the time, whoever gets Swagaplan ends up winning the freaking minigame store. Even the 50-turn game. And our last one is Tightrope Treachery. This goes in D-. I hate this minigame. As both sides, the one player I feel like does kind of have some advantage over AI. And it controls poorly for the freaking one player. The 3 players. And you can shoot the one player like 500 times and they're not dead. They should be dead, but they don't freaking die. Okay, so that's my tier list. We have S. Bumper Mall Maze, although I haven't unlocked it, it would probably go between these two, because it's a unique concept for a minigame. Wish it was actually a single player minigame. However, you can't get unlocked. Which is Dungeon Dash and Rainbow Run and Mario Party 2. Once you get those unlocked, you can play those on the board. But the thing is, you don't get Bumper Mall Maze, unfortunately, so. That's my tier list. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what your tier list is in the comments below. So I'll see you guys Saturday maybe when I do a stream or the next video. Later guys.